What's up YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Rolls-Royce and bringing you with me down the rabbit hole and showing you why I am so bullish on this stock. If you like this type of content, please remember to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate all the feedback. I do all this for you guys. So without more to say, let's get right into it. Over the last week, Robinhood implemented some changes that severely crippled the momentum of a bunch of stocks. What they did was limit the amount of shares you are allowed to own per ticker. Here is the complete list of the amount of shares you are allowed to buy on the last day of trading. Option contracts on the right, the amount of shares in the middle, ticker symbol on the left. All of these companies lost all their buying momentum that day when Robinhood decided to put these restrictions on their users. As we scroll down the list, we notice that Rolls-Royce, our favorite, has made it onto the list. Now, this is really interesting because at the time of this, Rolls-Royce was trading for around $1.40, so they're limiting you to about, forgive my math, but $7 worth of investment. That's pretty strange. What's also very strange is why would they restrict a stock that is near its all-time lows? It doesn't make much sense, except maybe Robinhood saw something that we didn't. After looking at this list and all these companies, I started to wonder, where did Robinhood get these tickers from? You know, where are they getting these from? We all know that Wallstreetbets started all of this mania. They are a subreddit with, as of today, 7.1 million users. So I decided to search Rolls-Royce in Wallstreetbets, and here's what I found. Rycey is starting to trend. In the last few days, there have been a ton of posts on Rycey. Interesting. 2 days, 2 days, 3 days, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. There have been a lot of posts on Rolls-Royce. So I figured, okay, this must be why Robinhood put a limit on this stock. They're going through Wallstreetbets, seeing what's getting popular right now, and stop them before they have a chance to go crazy. Because at first, when they first limited GameStop and AMC, all these traders started looking for new places to go. So American Airlines shot up, COS shot up, all these different ones, Nokia shot up. One by one, they were taken down by Robinhood. But Rolls-Royce never shot up. We've all heard the story that Wallstreetbets went out, found this short seller, and decided to target them and squeeze them to bankruptcy. And that's actually not true. That is the one thing everybody is getting wrong from this story, that Wallstreetbets went out and attacked these short sellers. That is completely false. The truth is, originally, the Wall Street bettors decided to invest in GameStop on their own accord. It had nothing to do with any short interest. If you watch a lot of the business channels, you know, the mainstream media's finance channels like Fox Business or CNBC or stuff like that, they're definitely aware of Wallstreetbets, and they were making fun of them. I do remember hearing one analyst say, I know where my next short is, it's on Wallstreetbets. I don't have a clip of it, but I do remember hearing that from one of these analysts. Eventually, somebody on Wallstreetbets noticed that their pick, GameStop, was the most shorted stock on the stock market, which begs the question, why would a stock that is near all-time lows be so heavily shorted? Well, it's obvious. These short sellers like Andrew Left and Citron, Melvin Capital were focusing on Wallstreetbet picks. Andrew Left posted videos about why he was short GameStop. These institutions went out and directly attacked Wallstreetbets, trying to squeeze these young guys. These institutions thought, oh yeah, we found the money hole. We found a bunch of idiots on the internet posting about what they're going to invest in, and we're going to go here and short them and take all their money. Well, Wallstreetbets caught on and did not let that happen. In fact, the opposite happened, and now they're the ones rich, squeezing out big money, which is probably the best thing that's ever happened. And, you know, Robinhood, I'm really, really upset with how you guys handled the situation. So anyways, after all that, I decided to check out my TD Ameritrade account and see what they were saying about Rolls-Royce. By the way, you guys, TD Ameritrade's super cool. I really like this brokerage. You can see that they stay on top of the news, and I just really like the way that they do this. You can go check out analyst reports. There's a lot of good stuff with this app. I really like this a lot. I might do a video just explaining TD Ameritrade and why they're so good. All right, so we're looking at Rycey, Rolls-Royce, RYCEY. And a lot of people were wondering, what's this Y? What's Rice F? What does it mean? And I'll just briefly explain it to you. This Y here is what's known as a fifth letter stock indicator, and each letter has a specific meaning. This Y indicates that this is an ADR, an American Depository Receipt. So quickly, I'll show you a quick list of some fifth letters. If you see a stock that ends in an A, this is the fifth letter, by the way. It has to be the fifth letter. If you see a stock whose ticker has had a Q added to the end, that means that they're going bankrupt. If you see a ticker with a W thrown on the end, then that's a warrant. Here we see Y, American Depository Receipt. In case you're ever wondering what these last letters stand for, here's a quick thing. So anyways, over on ADR.com, run by JP Morgan, I decided to look up Rolls-Royce, Rycey. JP Morgan is also the custodian of this ADR. You can look up what ADR means. To make it really simple, JP Morgan bought millions of shares of Rolls-Royce and brought them over to America for us to invest in. We can see real quick, just about the ADR. The issuer is Rolls-Royce, ticker symbol Rycey, RYCEY. The ratio, so it's a 1-for-1. So one share of Rycey equals one share of RR, which is the underlying ticker for Rolls-Royce that is traded on the London Stock Exchange. Just to briefly explain, Rycey is RR on the London Stock Exchange. So just so you know, when you're buying Rycey, you're actually buying RR on the London Stock Exchange. So after that, I roll on over to the London Stock Exchange and have a look at Rolls-Royce. And you can see that the charts don't exactly match. You can do that on your own later. But yeah, so I was having a look, seeing what they're saying about Rolls-Royce. Because, I'm sure they're not happy about trading being halted on their stock. As I scroll down, I noticed some fresh news on January 26th. Decided to look, and this is kind of hard to read, but from what I can gather, a company by the name of Causeway Capital Management has increased their stake from 6.9% to 7.2%, and they hold 8,367,596,989 shares, giving them a 7.02% stake in the company or voting rights. So the next thing I wondered is, who is this company? Who is Causeway Capital? So I hop on over to their website and start taking a look at their funds. The Global Value Fund. If we look at the portfolio, we see that Rolls-Royce is the second largest holding after Samsung at 3.5%. They have this over Volkswagen, Walt Disney, Google, and others. Go back up to another fund, International Value Fund, portfolio. Rolls-Royce is the third largest holding. So we know that Causeway Capital is bullish on Rolls-Royce. I also found this on their website, an interview with TD Ameritrade.
Right. Now, do you like the whole aerospace sector, or is it Virgin Galactic in particular that is something you think is something we should invest in? Are you bullish on aerospace, or is it really more Virgin Galactic?
So when we think about the aerospace sector, this is obviously one industry that was really impacted by the pandemic, and in particular, obviously, air travel. So the suppliers into the air travel industry. And so the company that we like is actually Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is a business that went through some struggles in 2020. They had to actually fix their balance sheet. And that involved a significant capital raise in the form of a rights issue. That's ultimately now behind the company. As we go into 2021, we think they're very well placed as airlines get back into the air. and that drives their kind of revenue line, given that they are a supplier of jet engines to the airline industry.
So quickly, I'm sure you guys noticed that they were rolling pictures of Rolls-Royce cars. This is not the car company. Rolls-Royce cars is owned by BMW or Mercedes. I'm not sure which one. We're talking about the airline, the jet engines. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So as you can see, they are bullish on Rolls-Royce. So after that, I started to wonder who else is invested in Rolls-Royce, and I went over to MSN Money, which I actually really like. Here we see the top institutional holders of Rolls-Royce. Causeway Capital is the number one institutional holder, followed by BlackRock and so on. So we see that they recently increased their holdings by 0.04%. So then next, I found this really cool website called fintel.io. And here they actually show all the recent institutional buys for Rolls-Royce. And we can see that on the 28th, 29th, all last week, there have been a ton of buys that institutions have been swarming from the 25th to the 29th. This is really cool. Anything highlighted in green means it's a new opened position, meaning this company was not an investor in Rolls-Royce before. We have 3 new institutions in the last week. We can scroll down. We can go all the way back to the beginning of the year. Since January 11th, we see like Schwab. There are some big names in this group and a lot of shares being bought. Like, I would love to be a member of this site. Unfortunately, I'm not. This website tells you the average price, the percent change, all this great information that I'm sure that there's out there. And this, obviously, if they have it, it's out there somewhere. They must be in SEC filings. But this would be one website I might actually pay to join, because this is really valuable information, all compiled together. Just throwing it all out there at once is pretty cool. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is, where is it? Here we go. This minus 269. 387. Does that mean they shorted that many shares? I don't know what that means. Maybe someone can leave a comment if they know what that means. So anyways, I found another cool website called London Southeast lse.co.uk. There is a chat room on Rolls-Royce. By the way, this is the English Rolls-Royce. This is not Rycey. This is RR on the LSE. Chat room, really good information. You got a Rolls-Royce director deals, and that would be like the board of directors and who's buying, who's selling. You can see the insider trading going on here, which is pretty cool. Looks like they have some insiders buying, which is bullish. We've got tons of institutions starting to dip in. Causeway Capital, their main holders are going up. And there's one more thing, you guys. Someone sent me this. I'm not sure if there's much, merit behind this because there's no names or anything, but it does say here that Rolls-Royce has 16 analysts with a price target between £1,250 and £675, which would mean a median of 9.75. Shares are at 0.97 right now, and these analysts are indicating a potential upside of 905.6%. So, I've had somebody leave me a few comments on this, so, I decided to throw it out there. And yeah, so anyways, that's all I got today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If this becomes the next Reddit meme stock, man, I'm going to be happy, but I'm not counting on it. Either way, I think this stock has a bright future. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate all your feedback. Hope you all have a great time trading. Stock Surfer signing out.